Hey, my name is Zovis, and this is me recording the demo video for one of my portfolio games, Dystopia. I'm gonna play it directly on the Unity editor. So, right off the get go, we start at the title scene. The background loads, which is obviously AI generated, and then the login/sign up window. So, I'm gonna go ahead and try to create an account. So right off the get-go we have the daily login. So if I claim that, I get 10 diamonds. Okay, then I had to log in with the guest login in order to showcase the collection and everything, because the guest login account was basically the account for testing everything. So I already claimed on this. I think it was good that I signed it through that so that I could show the daily login. So in collection I have every single card on this account. So if we click on this, we can see the level, the tier, and the resonance, and the amount of duplicates. So once you unlock a card, every single copy that you get for that card contributes towards the duplicate count, which helps us to increase the resonance level for that card. So you can level it up and all that stuff. So if I level it up, it stays persistent. So this is level 2, right? If I close and play it again, then it's gonna stay level 2. So let me just log in as guest collection, and the number, as we can see, it's level 2 because this is directly integrated with PlayFab, and all of the session data, including all the card data and everything, it's stored as a JSON object on PlayFab, and all the currency management happens on the server as well, not the client side, because again PlayFab does not allow that, and it's best practice to let all the currency related stuff happen on cloud. So this is the deck selection area, so we can select the deck for battle. And the other thing that I wanted to show is we can search for cards, we can search for Sergey and everything. These are filters and sort options, so I can filter cards by their classes: assassin, tank, mage, healer, support, guardian. It's by default all, and then their ranks as well, the A, B, C, D, and S. So then I can sort them based on their alphabetical values, their level, their power level, resonance, tier, and this is by default ascending level, and this is descending level because Emperor has the highest resonance level amongst all of them. And then the deck, if we select this deck for battle, then it appears in the battle section. So we have Emperor Tide Ironclad, the exact one which we selected, and we can go for battle. For every battle there is a bot as our opponent who always has maxed out cards. If we enter the battle, we use these exact specs level 2, level 1, and all that stuff. But if we use test battle, then our cards are maxed out as well. So in order to demonstrate, I'm gonna use test battle. So the battle interface is such that you get 5 seconds to choose your ability. There's the mana bar, the HP bar, and each ability requires a specific amount of mana. When you're able to use the we can see here the amount of mana required. So if you're able to use that specific ability, then uh, it highlights, otherwise it's uh, unclickable. And as we can see, so I'm gonna try and win, so I'm gonna override the queue system. So by default, if you don't do anything, then the queue system um, it queues up your abilities. So it's sequential, first, then second, then third, if you don't do anything. But you can select it on your own as well, like how I'm doing right now, because I wanted to heal, because my HP was running low, and as we can see, I won. So upon victory we get these payouts. So let's see what happens when we don't win. So I'm just gonna let it happen as it is, and we can also see what happens when we don't choose any ability. So by default it's gonna select abilities in a sequential order. So the ability for the card in slot 1 gets selected first, and the ability for the card in slot 2, and then slot 3. And this is the battle log. It shows the amount of damage which ability took place, and all that stuff, battle related info. It seems that we are losing, and as we can see now, Ironclad's Stonewall ability is queued. We might lose after all. Okay, there we go. So the reason behind the deliberately losing was so that I could show the difference in battle payouts. So there is a formula behind the payouts. It is determined by the amount of rounds that we battle. So the more amount of rounds, the higher the payout, but obviously defeat has lesser payout. The reasoning behind it was that when battles are neck to neck, they last for more rounds. So the battle payout should be higher for those battles. For battles which we win by a landslide, the payout should be lesser. So as we can see, the payout rewards also got added. Now we go ahead and check out the shop. So every time these cards in the pack, they are randomized. So if I click reroll, then we should have different cards. Yep. So Ember 4, let's see how many Ember duplicates we have. We have unlocked every single card, so doesn't matter. Also the other aesthetic is the stars on the pack, they show the resonance level. So we are at resonance level 2 currently with Ember, so we have 2 stars. I created a sprite asset for that. We currently have 7 duplicates for Ember. Let's go back and purchase some more and see if it gets updated. So 111, let's go ahead and buy. So this gets queued up in the global queue for operations because shop purchases have a lot of API calls towards PlayFab, and this should be 8 now. There we go. This gets updated and this gets stored in PlayFab. So all of this is persistent, and this is the market. So all of the listings are stored as title data on PlayFab. So a JSON object containing all the listings and the information about the listings, such as the gold, the player ID, the name of the card, the level tier, etc., or and whether if it's a duplicate or an original, it gets showed. So if I list my duplicate, then the buyer gets a duplicate if he already has the original copy. If he does not, then he gets a base copy, which is level 1 tier 1 rank resonance 0, and it says that I do not have enough gold. My listings, so these are the cards that I listed, and then if I click browse, it shows all the cards, and then I can sell cards as well. So when I click on a card that I've already unlocked, it sees if I have any duplicates, and if I do, then automatically it sets the selling mode to duplicate, and then I can enter the fees. Let's say 5,000 gold, and I get a listing fee as well. So after listing, I have to pay 250 gold for the listing. So now my listings, let's go. And now this card is on cooldown for 2 minutes. I can delist it as well, but it's gonna stay on cooldown in my inventory. This is to counter card sniping, the cooldown mechanism. I can search for cards as well. So right now there is only one, so it doesn't really matter. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching the demo video.